Isn't it crazy with social media though? Because you mentioned something about that. Like, if you don't have enough followers, that hinders a lot of your work, right? Like, you can't get a lot of work if you don't have a lot of social media.
Yeah.
How this is just baffles me, and because a lot of the actual Instagram, what do you call them? What do you call
Like
the Instagram people?
influencer,
Instagram people,
influencer.
influencers. There you go. Yeah, the Instagram
Yeah.
influencers. A lot of those. I don't know for certain, but I've seen a lot of those pictures. They're altered. They're not even real pictures.
Yeah.
So like, and they have ton of followers. Like, I have millions of followers, and like 90% of their pictures are not them.
Yeah.
Um, how is that? Like, first of all, how is that even ethical to do that? Second of all, why would companies go with that as a model for them to like pay people money? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
It is all a very weird world, right? Because I had my personal account, I had been working the marketing job, so I'd been kind of working on my followers. I had like over 2,000 followers, which is pretty decent, right? And then I was like, I don't want to be seeing a whole bunch of random people that I don't know on my Instagram. So I recreated a new Instagram that I was going to consider my professional one, where I only follow the people I want to follow. And so I had like 2,000 on this one of like a bunch of randos, and then like 200, 300 on this one of really quality people. And I applied for a sponsorship and I got the sponsorship, but they would only allow me to post on my personal, where I had 2,000 of garbage followers
Yep.
versus 300 really quality followers, just because of the number. And it's really deceiving too, because people can buy followers. So I mean, it's very confusing.
All right, so this is an interesting topic for me now, because I've always I've seen like articles and people talk about it, but I haven't really paid attention to it because I don't know anybody from the inside, or you know what I mean. But you obviously know a lot more than me as far as this goes. Like, how does that work? Like, for first of all, you said you got a sponsorship. How would a person go about that, and what does that even mean? Do they pay you depending on how many people like and look at your pictures, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's really different for everybody, honestly, because it depends if it's a one-time sponsor, which may just, could just give you product for free if you post about it, which is sometimes nice if you want cool clothes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like they'll pay you to be posting once, they'll pay you to post every other month, or they'll pay you to post weekly. Someone I know, she's a model, she has like 20 sponsors, right? She's like all of her posts are lined up getting paid. But 10 out of 10 times you have to be approached. It's not really something that you can seek out. There are opportunities, like if you're really lucky that you happen to find something, like I said, Glass Slipper, and Whiskey Jack Glass Slipper, they just put out this audition, right, to be a brand ambassador. And, I just happened to stumble upon it, thankfully, but it's very hard to find those things. So typically it's like businesses take time to find people that have a lot of followers and then reach out to them. And I know that because I was one of those people doing that for businesses.
And they just and it's mostly like brands, right? Other
Yeah.
clothes or makeup or something, and they send you like their products so you can model with, right? And
Yeah,
then
that
and then you
like
get paid depending on how many people like it. Is it like a
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes, because there's a situation where, for example, you have two people that are sponsoring or being sponsored, right? They post their thing. If this person gets, a million likes on theirs and this person only gets 500, that person's going to be making more money. But again, it really depends on the business. And this isn't even just with clothing lines too. It's even gyms. My
uh,
boyfriend, he's Justin Robillard. He's a bodybuilder, and so he's like got pictures of him in every gym in Syracuse.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Um, that's very interesting. What if like the people that are they're posting like fake pictures? How would you know they're real? You don't know, right? Like, the companies don't know. You just see the followers.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's a very weird world, right? Like we see the highlights of everybody, you know, we don't really ever see anything else that goes on in the background. I
Um,
actually I like TikTok more. I don't know if you're on TikTok because I feel like that's kind of a different vibe. People are not as afraid to kind of show the not so perfect side of
right.
them.
And there are videos there, right? Like in TikTok,
Yeah.
not pictures.
Yeah, it's only videos, which I mean, I guess you could make look really fake,
You
but
have to work a lot to get a video.
yeah, really
I mean,
good
if you
at
do
it.
that, I'll applaud you for it. If you work like hours just to get that, you know, your body look perfect in that, and just then that
Yeah.
you earn that money. You already put that work on it.
Yeah, I
Um,
think there's definitely a better platform. It's like more real people on that
yeah.
platform.
So, um, I've there's a I don't, I'm not sure if you read it a lot, if you use Reddit, but there was a you do.
Yeah,
Okay, good, because I'm a Reddit too.
little bits in here, here and
Yeah,
there.
I there was a subreddit that basically they try to find people that are I think it's called Insta Reality, where they go and try to find people that are
Oh,
Instagram
perfect
influencers.
pictures. They catch
Yeah,
them in real
yeah. They grab like pictures of they trying to find people that are on Instagram that are, that are frauds basically, and they take the picture that they posted and they try to debunk it. Like actually go in and figure out like this is fake, this is fake, this is what she really looks like in real life, and this is her.
calling people out.
I
Like,
know, and I'm like, what? And I couldn't believe it. A lot of them are like literally influencers, so they make money from those pictures and from whatever product that they're trying to make money out of, and it's just crazy to see like how many of them are fake.
it's a culture of making people feel like they're not good enough, so they have to buy the products, right? It's
Right.
like these people with picture perfect faces. There's no
Yeah.
pores, there's no acne, so buy this product. This is what I use, regardless of what their actual face looks
Right.
like. That or the swimsuit body. You gotta buy my swimsuits because it makes you look better, or you gotta buy my workout shake because this is how I lost all this weight. And that's what it is just commercializing people feeling like crap about themselves.
It's crazy, and I feel like it's gotten way worse.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there's always been. I mean, advertisement will always fake, in that regards. But like I think last few years, it became like so much worse. What do you think? Like, why do you think people do? I know it's money, right? Like it's all driven by money. Um, but when do you think it switched to where it became like everyone knows? Obviously, everyone knows now that it's fake, but it's just they still think it's fake, but they still buy into it. Why do you think? When do you think that switch changed? Like that people just didn't care anymore and just followed it anyway.
I think people are just always looking for people to look up to, some kind of goal. If people are unhappy with their lives, they want to see things that give them the idea of happy, the feelings of happiness. Like that's why we watch movies, right? Like maybe people were not necessarily thrilled with our lives, so we tune into the TV, or we watch a movie, or we scroll through Instagram a whole bunch because it's just visual stimulation, right? To see beautiful things. I think everybody's just naturally inclined in doing that, and even if people think it's fake, they still want it anyway. That's just kind of
Crazy.
where, especially in America, people just want. Even if they've gotten the latest and the greatest, they still are looking for what's coming next. And I think that's just for some reason naturally how we are in this country.
I think it's crazy, and I think you're right. You're 100% right. And I've seen this show on Netflix. I can't remember exactly what it's called. The name just I can't remember. But they basically were investigating makeup, the fake. There's some of them that are fake, you know what I mean, and they brand them in a way that looks like it's the real thing, or in a high quality makeup, and it just people know. They show that the people know that there's like a 90% chance that this is fake. This is gonna hurt my skin, but they still go with it.
Oh yeah, skincare especially Especially if they put garbage in a fancy bottle, people will pay $100 for it, and like that's just the way it is.
I
People
don't
like beauty.
understand. I watched and I'm like, and they interviewed people that actually bought the fake ones, even though they knew that it could hurt them. You know what I mean? Like it's, when I say the fake one, it's still expensive, even though it's not. You know what I mean? But it's still not as expensive as the the really fancy ones. But there's still money that you pay
Yeah.
for, knowing that there's a chance this is gonna hurt your face. And they interviewed the person. She's like, well, yeah, I knew, but.
Well aware.
But but it's still as expensive than the other one, and there's a chance it's gonna make me look pretty, and it's just at that point, like, what do you do to actually help these people? Like, what do you do to actually to fix it? It's a big issue, you know what I mean? Especially where nobody's helping with Instagram, where people like posting fake stuff, and like, how do you go about that?
I think that like people have a really strong hold to brand obsession. If a popular name, I mean, it's kind of like going back to the influencers. Like if an influencer says this is really great, you need this, a lot of people are like, yes, it's really great, we need this. It's very like that, where that sheep mindset of gotta get it because this person says it's good. It's all about kind of trusting who you're following, the people that you look up to. If they say something's good, you want to believe it. And the I don't know. I mean, like, there's like the people that make shoes, like sneakers. They come out with the most ridiculous looking sneakers that are $1 million, but people want them because it has the name like Jordan's behind it.
Yeah.